Hi, this is Mary Ellen Collins. I'm bringing you Monday Morning Ministry Moments this morning, and I want to tell you the title of my talk to you is Don't Cuss at God. There are times when you think God is punishing you. Have you ever yelled at God? I want to share with you a story of me doing just that. Just know that when God calls you to do something, don't second guess him, even if it seems ridiculous. If I haven't met you yet, I'm Mary Ellen Collins, and I am founder of the Motherless Daughters Ministry. I'm excited to bring you this Monday morning ministry moment. Each week, you're going to receive a short message that is connecting all of us together. Words of encouragement and support. We all need to hear that today. And I want you to think of a time that you yelled at God. And don't tell me you haven't, because I know you have. We all have. Are you ready? If you're aware of other motherless daughters, please make sure and share this message with them. But most importantly, I want you to think about when you thought God was punishing you. You thought for sure that you were in the bottom of the pits and he was really punishing you. Make sure and share your thoughts with us, because you know this ministry was created for you, to empower and educate and support you and other motherless daughters to heal from their grief. Well, let me begin in sharing with you a story. The 10-hour surgery is complete. If you don't know my story, go back and listen to the 4M for You, the Monday Morning Ministry Minutes for August 1st, and that will tell you a little bit of history. But I had a 10-hour brain surgery. I have survived that surgery. The memory of this is almost like a surreal dream, including the 12 days of a grueling hospital stay and the airplane ride home. I am so weak. I cannot manage to take one step by myself. This is the road to recovery. I cannot walk. I cannot focus my eyes to see. I cannot read. I can only see when I look up. My hearing, though, is magnified. I'm on the first floor of my home, and I can hear someone upstairs turning the pages of a book. Everything jiggles when I look out of the corners of my eyes. When I look down, everything is moving. What is happening to me? I was supposed to be okay. This is no different than before surgery. Why is God doing this to me? I yell at him and I cuss at him. Now you have to know that's the survival skills of an ER nurse, and that was my first profession. Day after day, I have the same dialogue with God. I cuss. I make demands. I say just awful things, waiting to be fried by a bolt of lightning. Nothing. Silence. Nothing. Silence. I spend endless hours staring out the window, talking to God, demanding that he explain my punishment. From my throne, I act as if God owes me an explanation. What have I done? I yell at him. You gave me all these wonderful gifts, entrepreneurial and leadership skills, and now look at me. What can I do? Where are you? Why don't you talk to me? Say something. I hear in a very loud, clear voice, bake cookies. What? Bake cookies. You've got to be kidding me. Bake cookies? I can't walk, I can't read, and you want me to bake cookies? Yes, it's loud and clear. This must be a joke. Then I began to question, how can I do this? The strategic thinking begins. I set out a plan. I find a way to read recipes. I find a way to balance myself in the kitchen. Find a way to balance myself when I open the oven door. How can I use two hands to put the cookies in the oven and take them out? I can't do this by myself. I need to ask for help. Asking for help is so hard. Who are my stakeholders? My husband jumps in. He creates a way to fix the recipes at a level where I can actually see the recipes. He holds the recipe holder up and down at his new creation until I say, yes, I can see. One test done. Check. Next, I have always said I had a one fanny kitchen. Only one fanny could fit in there with the oven door open at a time. What was really once a point of aggravation is now an asset. I can hold onto the counters, balance myself, and move around the kitchen. Check. Next challenge. Did you ever realize when you have to look down to measure ingredients? Little things that I had never appreciated before. New strategy. Move the ingredients to a shelf that I can focus. Done. I can do this. Check. Wait, I can't balance myself to get the cookies in and out of the oven. The cookie lady's elf comes to the rescue. It's other duties as required in my husband's job description. A friend of mine insists I need a logo and a tagline. The cookie lady is birthed. I will introduce you to her before our time together ends. I purchase colorful lunch bags and adhere my logo to these bags, loaded with a dozen freshly made cookies. Each week, I bake 4 dozen cookies and bring them to church to give them away to 4 individuals. I sat in the back of church because I'm too embarrassed to take my walker up front where I sat when I wasn't disabled. I scan the congregation, searching for the lucky recipient from the cookie lady. I lock in on a person. Then I hear, no, give them 2. They've had a hard week. They need to know someone loves them. I argue about the directions and give in. The cookie lady's elf delivers the treasures. The receiver is always thankful and many times cries when the cookies meant and tell me what the cookies meant to them. I believe this really was the Holy Spirit guiding me. I know now that the cookie lady was a huge part of my healing. Getting out of my self-imposed pity party, using my entrepreneurial skills, learning to depend on others, showing agape to those who needed it. And it was a pure act of selflessness. I never could even taste any of the cookies I made because of my severe food allergies. I baked over 12,000 cookies and gave them away. The cookie lady gave me hope. As we end our time together, I would like for you to meet the cookie lady. So I'm going to share my screen and show you a picture of the cookie lady. Please bear with me just a minute as I share my screen so you can meet the cookie lady. The cookie lady said that a friend is one who strengthens you with prayer, encourages you with hope, and feeds you cookies. So as we end, my prayer for you is to believe that when God is silent, he's up to something big. He will never waste your hurts or talents. He will use them for good if you let him. Until next Monday, be blessed. Bye.